The Northwest Sports Show is in town. This is a competitive angler, Isaac Lakich, who is not only known for his precision, but also his focus on sustainable fishing practices. He'll be a guest feature at the show with his seminar called Mental Fishing. And he joins us now to talk more about it. Welcome to the show, Isaac.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for having me.
So where did you grow up fishing?
So I grew up fishing in north central Wisconsin around the Minocqua area. I'm from southeastern Wisconsin. I grew up near Milwaukee. And yeah, we used to go pretty much every weekend to northern Wisconsin with my dad and grandpa, chasing all sorts of different fish.
So when did you know that you wanted to do this for a job, to be a competitive angler?
Very, very young.
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to fish in some aspect in the fishing industry, probably, I don't even know, first or second grade. I bet you my mom still has, a bunch of the old school projects that probably all related to fishing when I was a kid. All my school pictures were fish. It was really early.
That's very cool. So, I mean, this career that you've sort of built up, you're speaking now at the Northwest Sports Show.
Yep.
You have a topic called mental fishing.
Yep.
Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so the seminar Mental Fishing, I kind of started it, and I do a lot of high school seminars where I talk to high school fishing has become a really prevalent thing around the country. In Wisconsin, they kind of center these high school fishing clubs around the ice fishing industry, and they have little tournaments and derbies that they do with that. So I started giving it to these kids and have kind of transitioned it now to more other venues and these seminars and shows that I do across the country. And it really focuses on, the decision making that goes into a day of fishing, whether that's on the, competition side of things for these kids that are, getting into competitions, or for just your average everyday angler that is looking to, how do you, before you get to lake or when you do get to lake, how do you kind of approach it, and now that side of it?
Because it's not just, hey, I'm going to show up at a lake, I'm going to fish spot A, spot B, spot C. There's more preparation that goes into it, right?
Correct. There's a lot of homework behind the scenes. It's something, and I know the high school kids that might be watching or people at home, homework's no children's favorite thing to hear, but what we do as competitive anglers, it starts far before we get to the water, for sure.
So what do you do to kind of keep yourself in the game? If you have this preparation and you're fishing these spots, but the fish are not biting, how do you react?
So it's a real, the mental side of that is just having confidence in yourself, having the, assurance based on previous experiences that you've gone through to not kind of freak out, to kind of stay calm. That's a really big part of it. Keeping the emotional side of it when you're in a competition kind of in check, and not allowing you to get into these rushed decisions with that side of things really is important on the competition side of things. But yeah, it all comes down to just paying attention to the fine details and trying to make calculated, smart decisions.
And you had mentioned earlier that it's not the big things, it's the really subtle things that make a big difference in the success of your day. Can you kind of elaborate on that?
Yeah, so there's a thing that I talk about in the seminar, and it centers around what I call pattern recognition. So when we're fishing, I'm a walleye primarily angler. I do some bass and muskies and stuff as well, but whenever you're targeting any species of fish, you're looking for patterns, and patterns a lot of the times are very subtle things. It could be a water depth, it could be a temperature thing. There's all sorts of little keys and indicators, and I really dive into that in that seminar.
That's right, and you're doing the seminar today. What time is it?
I believe it's at noon.
Noon time today.
Yep, yeah, awesome. Noon at the Northwest Sports Show at the Convention Center.
And it's today and tomorrow, the Northwest Sports Show. It is happening at the Minneapolis Convention Center. So the convention starts at 10 a.m. today. Tickets $15 at the box office. Children 12 and under are free. For more information, head to northwestsportshow.com. Thanks, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. It was awesome.